nostalgic sounds of a typewriter, filling the streets of Milwaukee at the corner of Broadway and Michigan.
Would you like me to write you something?
Anja Seeger is hard at work writing everything from poetry and prose to letters from loved ones and pets. For 3 years, Anja has occupied various street corners at local events like here at Doors Open Milwaukee, selling her writing to curious newcomers and returning customers of La Prosette.
A prosette is a female prose poetry hybrid existing in nature without any genetic manipulation of any sort.
As an artist, performer, and writer, Anja Seeger has always found it more interesting to tell other stories instead of her own.
All of a sudden I was writing for other people with other situations and other love and other sorrow and other conflicts, and I was having to use my empathy muscle, and has stretched me far more as a writer than I could have stretched myself. And it was better than going to grad school, and it was better than reading books. I got to read people, actual human beings.
After filling out a short survey and chatting with Anja, she begins to type. Al Jensen wants to purchase a love letter for his wife of 22 years.
Everybody shortens everything up.
And after their short interaction,
And so, how did she happen to you?
Anja helps Al express his love through her words inspired by his passion.
I just read you. I listen to what you have to say. I look at your body language. I look you in the eye. And in a couple of split seconds, for whatever reason, I pick up the essence. I'm always trying to get to the essence. That's why I use a typewriter, because you have only one chance to get it right.
While Anja has always focused on artistry through the writing medium, she's starting to pair visual art with poetry.
I'll type up a poem about how I'm feeling or like what I'm seeing around me, and I have like this big stack of poems. And actually, this suitcase is full of poems and rough drafts and things I've written for people. And now that I have accumulated all this writing, I'm going to illustrate it. And yeah, because I have plenty of writing here I can just draw pictures to. And that's what I want to do now, is I want to take what I've written and draw pictures for it.
For Anja Seeger, it's about connecting art to words, words to people, and ultimately, people to people. The poem is finished, and Al Jansen shares Anja's creation with his wife Penelope.
Will you please hold the hand of the Hellraiser, the man of fire tangles? Will you take his number and call him when you know that he is not home? Could you please administer another booster shot of love in his arm? He's been getting regular injections of Penelope since 1994, and without that, he'd surely have gone very extra rabid by now. But you are it. TLA forever, plus 22 years. This is the craziest thing to ever have happened to the dumb boy waiting in line. Thank you and love you always. So you can add that to this stuff, because that's how I think of it.
Anja's work is done. The couple and the artist part ways, but this tender moment will live forever, thanks to La Prosette.
I'm Anja, not Anja Seeger, and I write letters and poetry for people on the spot.